I'm really upset about this thing which has happened in America. This person called Balaji. Indian families, they are very strong foundationally. And so this mother was telling that she had taught her son to be a good human being, and the son was also, if you really care to heal the world, then you have to welcome back to my channel once again in this excellence vlog, and I'm going to start these vlogs in a different pattern now. When you are resonating with excellence, how do you live your life? These will not be about some information. These vlogs will be about the action steps which I've been taking and which could be taken by you also. Since today Chandu is there in our ashram, and we are planning to make a sweet of carrot called Gajar Ka Halwa in excellent style, in our Satyugi style. I'll tell you slowly in the vlog what is this Satyugi style of making Gajar Ka Halwa, and we are also having our lunch now. I want to tell you one thing: whenever you are eating, always, however clean your plates are, your spoons and other things are, always wash it before you eat. Make it a habit. Cleaning the place, washing the plates, and then eating, if possible, with your fingers. Why fingers? Eating with fingers is more healthier. I don't want to talk about it. You can easily go to any YouTube channel and find out. And if you know about it, I know, of course, but if you also know about it, then write it in the comment box why it is so important to eat with your fingers and not with some metal spoon or fork or anything. You find out and you write it in the comment box below. And maybe if somebody had written something really special, resonating with excellence, then I would talk about that person in one of the vlogs. It is not what you are eating, how costly it is, that which you are eating. It is about eating something which is Bhagwan Tulye, means eating something which is suitable for Bhagwans, not for your taste, not for your own liking. Because nowadays in Bharat, people have the Brahmins, they have started cooking things the way they like. Especially it happens in Bengal, but there are certain quality standards. If you read Ayurveda, you will come to know there are certain standards, and these standards need to be maintained. And life is about first knowing these standards, then resonating with these standards. Of course, it is also true that rice, the way we get it now, and rotis made of wheat is not a good option to eat. But we are Satyugis, we are not so rich, so we can only eat what we can afford to, which is very important. That eat what you can afford to, but eat something which is cooked properly, something which is proper food, and not something which is attractive to your tongue. I have written this poem long time back. It's called, I think it's called Slave of Your Tongue. This ghee is one of the purest forms of food, because this is made not of Jersey cows or Hollister cows. It is made of A2 milk, milk of Desi cows, means country cows of Bharat. And what is A2 milk? Why it is good? Write in the comment box below. And the answer which would be the most resonated, I will mention that person's name in one of the next vlogs. It is very important to eat very less ghee, not too much ghee, very less ghee, but that ghee must be purest. If you want to make your life 100%, then you have to put 100% only in your mouth. 100% doesn't mean 100% of your bank balance. 100% means the 100% best of the food. Even the salt is like, we as Satyogis, we do not eat whites. We try not to. This salt is not seawater salt. That is the most horrible salt which one can eat. This is rock salt, natural salt built by the nature. Less salt. Salt is not so good for us. It just enhances the taste, but food must not be about taste. See, Chandu has brought this rock salt. I don't want to touch it because my see this rock salt. This is the real salt. In India also, we used to eat rock salt only, but then we had this one big man. He actually forced us to eat this salt from the sea. Who do you think this big man was? If you go to Gujarat, that was a hint. If you go to Gujarat, then you will find near the coastal areas lots of these salt beds. And then came all these leaders, political leaders, who also took money from the salt makers, and then they forced the intelligent, civilized Indians to behave like those uncivilized, industrialized Europeans. As you have seen that we are giving these 3 portions of food before we start to eat. One portion is in the name of animals of the sky, and the second portion is in the name of animals of the land, and the third portion is in the names of animals of the water. It is very important to take their blessings and eat. I think you know the power of blessings, power of getting blessings from those who are unrelated, not related to us, because they are the selfless blessings, and these selfless blessings can really make our life very beautiful, make our dreams come true, make us survive all the darkness that comes in our way. So we are going to eat, and too much talking while eating is not a good idea. Today we are going to cook this special Gajar ka halwa made in a Satyogi way, and I will show you how it is cooked. I think it will take a long time, but once in a year it is important to have this, because carrots are very good, and especially these bright red carrots, they are very good for your eyes. And we have kept the skin of these carrots for our another family members, that is the family of our cattle, like the cows and goats. Now we are just making it small pieces, putting in the thing, and use the mixie. I'm really upset about this thing which has happened in America. This person called Balaji, Suchir Balaji or someone, and how he was murdered, a homicide, and murdered by the the businessmen of America. I think he was working in OpenAI, and then he left and he saw many strange things that is happening there. This is what I call the hypocrisy of the world. There is this one group of people who are negative and the world knows about it and they are proud about it. But then there are these people who are hypocrites and the world doesn't know about them, and they present themselves as the greatest human doing the greatest humanitarian works and all these things. And this is something which must end fully, because it is very important to be positive and live a positive life. I was listening to this interview of the mother of Balaji. She was telling, this thing touched me a lot. Because in Indian parents, they always teach their children to be good humans and do not stay quiet when you see something bad happening. And many Indian children, they don't practice that. But there are some Indian children who practice this, and this must be practiced by all youth, all children. But then if you don't have a strong foundation as family, then you just can't have your foundation strong. So many Indian parents, Indian families, they are very strong foundationally. And so this mother was telling that she had taught her son to be a good human being, and the son was also in resonance with her being a good human being, and he was very helping. The mother was telling that if he would have lived, he would have done so much for humanity and its excellence. And because when I saw him, I remember one of my greatest friends, because this Balaji, he's 26, and this friend of mine from America with Indian parents background, he was also 26 when I knew him, and I could see that bright eyes where he was a promising. This picture, when I saw this Balaji, he looks very promising, and maybe he would have done something good for humanity. How many people are there? There are very few people in the world who really wants to do something good for humanity. And his mother was saying that, did I do something wrong by teaching my son to be a good human being, to love humanity, to see something bad and fight against it? So this is a huge question for humanity, actually. I know this thing very deeply because staying in Calcutta, Kolkata, and working in this dimension of serving humanity selflessly with selfless loving, there have been so many big powers which try to stop you. Not only the big powers, but also negative spirits which tries to block you from doing something good for humanity. And that's why it pampers the negative spirits and the negative human beings and the negative and the hypocrite human beings and the hypocrite organizations, negative organizations. They just pamper you if you are also like them, and they just try to shun those who are positive. And it's a misfortunate. It's like, many people tell me that, Korak, you could have done so much. Because I remember once we had some friends in America, and they wanted me to come to go to Washington DC and do a protest kind of thing again near the Washington DC, the president's house, outside president's house. Because after what I told him, I think he thought I'm scared or whatever. But it is not about being scared. Like in Bharat, we had this great person called Chanakya. He told that the most important thing is to stay alive so that you could continue and fulfill your mission, not to do something foolish. Because this boy, Balaji, he could have done things in a more intelligent way rather than just bang on. Because I have gone through so many of similar situations in the last um, 28 years, and I have taken huge panga. You know, panga is something which is like, you know, challenge. But I have done it in a very, you know, in a very different way. And I feel those people who are good human beings, those people who really want to do good for humanity, they must do things very intelligently. They must do things very, you know, in a way so that it doesn't attack someone. Because anyway, positive people do not like to attack someone directly, or do not like to attack someone in a, you know, in an attacking way, because that is negative. And when the positive people do their lifestyle in a positive way, then anyways the power of that positive lifestyle actually either enlightens the negative and the hypocrite people, or they just scare and run away from the in front from being witnessing a positive person, or they just fade away from earth. I would tell to all those people, all those young people, and all the parents also who have good children, or who are good human beings and who wants to do a lot of good actions for humanity, you know, either do it in a very positive way. Do not try to, you know, attack, because negative people and negativity and hypocrite people and hypocrisy are very powerful. Because if you are not alive, then what could you do about your dreams, about your mission in life, about the goodness which you could do for humanity? It's not heal the world and sing heal the world and then forget it and do all the bad things. If you really care to heal the world, then you have to, you know, be part of a certain matrix, and one of this matrix is matrix of love. And you could see my video, this documentary made by an American girl whose father is a whose father is a Hollywood big time director producer. Do not think that the negative people and the hypocrite people will be good to you. They can't be good to anyone, not even their own family members. For their business thing, for their money thing, for their negativity, they can go to any extent. And they are very good, and they could even buy the cops, they could even buy the courts, they could even buy the media, they could buy anything. But who is losing? Just the parents and the humanity, as the mother said. So humanity is at loss when Balaji dies, or when Balaji is removed from the face of earth. This is that A2 milk, cream from the milk, a very special kind of sugar from palm. And this is also gur, which is a special kind of sugar made from the dates. With that, we come to the end of this vlog, and I just keep my fingers crossed that I could continue making this English vlogs every alternate days and the Hindi vlog in our Hindi YouTube channel every alternate days. And please do inspire me and my family, my Selfless Love family, with your likes and shares and seeing the whole video, and also commenting with your views and thoughts and information which I've asked previously in the video, so that more and more people could see this video, and the YouTube logarithm also promotes this video to all people. And let's make our own life with excellence, and also all humanity's life with excellence, negating all negative and hypocrisy, and being positive, making a positive thing, contributing positively to humanity, and making our this life best life.
Human, alive, human, dead, finish. Have you been a human being yet?
শুধু আমার আমি, শুধু আমার, শুধু আমি ছাড়ো বন্ধু,